Hello everybody, it is Andrew at Fixology. Sorry, it's been a bit since the last posting. I've been doing, fortunately, catching up on a lot of work. I was on vacation, on like a mini vacation the last 3 days, so I'm playing catch up from that. So, fortunately, I wasn't able to do anything in terms of that lithium battery that I had last time, which I have the same one here, which we're going to try a thing with it and see if it works. So, either this is going to be a fast video or a longer one, but so it's still the same one. It's still got the same blinking and everything, and then even when I have the charger hooked up to it, it still doesn't work fully. We get the bad indicator, which I can show you real quick. Gotta detach that. You'd think I'd be more prepared. Nah, I do a lot of this by the seat of my pants. That's what makes it fun. Okay. So, Ryobi charger. It is meant to charge any of the 18 volt, including the bigger One Pluses, which is what this is. So I plug it in. Oops. Whoa. Forgot I don't have the screws in it. My bad. So I have it hooked up. See the red little light there, the red one there, and then I'm gonna get the flash of red and green most likely. Yep, there they are. So I got red and green flashing. So, and I know this charger is a good charger because, come on, get out of there. Oh. Come on. The hell? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Because I have a good one right here, actually on my drill. Let's put that over to the side for now, right there. This is just the smaller version with the 1.5 instead of the 5 amp hour, which I believe that's what this one is. Sorry, 4 amp hour. But when I plug this one in, see? It is charging, so I know the charger is good, and it has nothing to do with the charger itself. So, what I'm going to try is I've talked to a couple people, and actually over the weekend, I actually made quick friends with an actual electrical engineer and talked to him about what I'm having, and he's saying that the capacitor on these can act funny. So, if you let a battery go too long without charging, or if you leave it on the charger too long, it can just act really unusual. So he said to either, we can try jumping it directly through the prongs here, the positive and the negative, with a known good battery, hence my drill Ryobi battery. Or he's saying to run a small current through the actual capacitor itself, which I would do if I had a separate power supply, an adjustable one, which I do not have because a good one is rather expensive. If I'm gonna do something like that, I'm not gonna get a cheap like $20 one that may or may not work. So what we're gonna do first is I want to try jumping it. So I had an old multimeter lying around, so I stripped off the ends of the positive and the negative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder them directly to these points, and then I'm going to touch them to these ones. So hopefully that will work and get a jump through the whole system, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just one of the issues, because unfortunately with these guys, like, it's honestly the cells don't fail that much. It's the board that does. So either they get wet, damaged, dropped. I mean, these things are beaten up all the time. They're on power tools, So handy people, DIYers, construction workers, they get beat up like crazy. So I already got my soldering iron right here. I'm gonna move you up to the top, you down to the bottom. I mean, I guess as a last resort, I can also try opening this back up and finding that capacitor that I was talking about. Because honestly, these kind of things don't need a lot of them because the actual batteries are the capacitors. Right? I think so. I think I'm judging that right. So what I'm gonna do is just solder these ends to them and see what happens. So it's not gonna be the most exciting right off the bat. Wait for my soldering iron to warm up a little bit. Clean off my tip, which I don't know why I have the micro tip on right now. I don't really need that small, but whatever. So this should be like a tin. I also gotta get a fume extractor. And this thing that sucks is that it's kind of pattern, like textured almost. So if this does fix it, hopefully I didn't ruin it with that too much solder. But honestly, solder's conductive, so I don't think it'll be too much of an issue, right? So I'm not going to use a lot of solder, but just enough so it can actually sit where it needs to. I know something like an alligator cut would work better, but I don't have anything that'll hold it in place while I do both of this, so I figure this would be a good, the next best thing. Or I might have made it worse, but honestly, it's all damaged anyway, so there's really no downside to this. It's either I save it, and now I have another battery for my Ryobi, which is great, because this is, you know, almost 2 1/4 more than this guy. Or I have one that didn't work in the first place, so no harm, no foul. So apply a little solder to this guy as well. Try to keep away from the plastic. Yeah, it looks like it's got some sort of a like covering on it too, which is weird. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, fume extractor would be nice. Again, all costs money. Okay, so just have it melt and then connect. Okay. So now I have a solid connection. Yep. Fairly strong. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, just enough for electricity flow. So the idea is just like a car battery. We're going to hold it on there for, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. See what happens. And I'm going to see if maybe I can jump it onto there. So. Oh. The light flashed. That's a good sign. And then we pray that me trying to jump it doesn't kill off my battery, because these batteries are not cheap. Okay, nothing's overheating. All right. I know, super exciting stuff. All right, let's see here. I still get the same buttons, but honestly, that's not going to tell me a whole lot. So let's first check that my battery is not completely dead now, or not killed. So let's see here. Okay, so this guy's still charging, so that's good. All right, so now I got to desolder all of these. and try to clean up as much of the solder as possible. Which honestly, I know I have some solder. Here we go. I mean, solder is conductive, so if I leave a little bit on there, it's not going to be the end of the world. I just want to get the big chunks off, you know? Okay, well, I got some of it off, not all. Keep that away from any of the other metallic ends. Come on, solder wick, do your job. I wonder if I just have really bad quality solder wick. Because it never seems to actually pull the solder out that well. Maybe it's not getting hot enough? I don't know. Oh, melted it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Well, layer of conductivity never hurt. Because it should just be a tin-based thing anyway, so I do need to cut that little piece of plastic off, though. Do I have anything sharp lying around here? Because I can't seem to find my X-Acto knife, which is kind of disappointing. I got a box opener. It's got a razor edge on it, so I'm gonna do the same thing. There we go. Okay, so that's just really, really warm, so I gotta cool it down a little bit. I wonder if some canned air would cool that down a little faster. Let's find out real quick. A little bit. All right. Well, I don't know if this is gonna fix anything, but you never know until you try, so see what happens. All right, so the light's on. Getting the red light. Oh? Ah, no. All right. So either that battery didn't have enough junk on it, or something just didn't end up working out. So, well, while I contemplate that, we actually get a message from my first sponsor. So enjoy that, and I will be right back. PCBWay is a great way to get mass amounts of PCB boards made in a short time with great materials and at a good cost. PCBWay offers many different services as well as many different styles of PCB boards. They have machining, 3D printing, sheet fabrication, and injection molding, as well as a slew of other options from boards empty, boards set up, components added to the boards, etc. They also do add a slew of rewards for you, where if the first time sign-ups, you get 10 PCB boards for $10 plus shipping and handling, where you can then make your PCB boards out of any material you'd like that's currently available. They've got lot of materials, different layers, however you want to get that taken care of, they can easily accommodate you. So I want to thank you again, PCB Way, for my first sponsor. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that quick little tidbit from my sponsor, PCB Way. So hope you guys will maybe indulge in them, give them a shot. Good quality products, great pricing. Anywho, I mean, the only other thing I guess I could take it back apart and check, see if I can find that actual capacitor. Which honestly, I don't see it on here, and it's nothing on the back side of the board. So I mean, oh, that'd be that guy right there, right? That guy right in the middle, that should be the capacitor. And then I gotta remember, how the hell do you test a capacitor? Let's see, so it's 2235V, so it's 35 volt. I was just hoping that it was something that connecting to the red and black, but I think it's got nothing. It's got good continuity too, so okay, that didn't okay, so what's the, I forget what's the capacitor symbol, because my brain doesn't work all the time. Blah 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 blah. Black. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so move that out of the way. Move that up a bit. So their connections are right here. So I need to go to, and that should be, okay, so we got a positive on the right and negative on the left. It's supposed to go up, isn't it? Do I have them reversed? Oh, wait. Nothing. So if there's nothing on a capacitor, does that mean it's bad? That's actually a wonderful question. Because I don't think you measure from the actual capacitor to a point. Yeah, it's supposed to be the actual, which is going to be the end point, so it's going to be these two. It's got to be those 2 points right there. And for all we know, too, it could be like any one of these freaking resistors or diodes. What the? Did I hit that? Weird how it just went off suddenly. Whatever. Yeah, I really don't know what else I can do at this point. I was really hoping, you know, putting a little bit of time, simple fix, really inexpensive, and then I got essentially like $120 battery pack for almost nothing. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be the issue here. Well, I'll leave this one as a two-parter for now. If anybody's got any other information, feel free to say in the comments. I don't think I got a lot of comments on the last one, which I know the last one was pretty dry because it's just going through something so small and tedious. If anybody's got any ideas, you know, I'll hold on to this for a little bit. If anything, I mean, not all the components are bad, so I'm sure there's something on there I could use for later on repairs or something like that. Yeah, so I know it's a little shorter of a video, but like I said, it's something that I did a little research on, talked to a couple people, had a couple ideas, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And then also, with work being the way it is, I mean, anybody who's working any sort of job right now understands that most of the time the hiring is just a big pain in the ass right now. Even the people who are applying, like a lot of the hirables are just either asking for something ungodly in terms of pay. You know, they want high pay and part time. They have their resumes are just absolute, like, you know, they have 8 jobs in the last 6 months, so that doesn't always look appealing. So in other news though, hopefully in the next couple of videos I'm gonna get a nice little box of surprises, and we're gonna see what's inside of it. Well, I know what's inside of it, but we're gonna take them all out and look at them and see what we can fix from all of them. But until that happens, I will bid you adieu, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.